health check your chinchillas. First of all, you want to actually just observe them for a short time in their accommodation. So just watch them hopping around to make sure they're moving properly, and that they're alert when you go to interact with them, but also that they're sleeping at the right parts of the day and obviously active during the night time as well. Also, just take the time to have a look for their faeces, so the poo and urine around the cage. You should be seeing lots of piles of healthy poo every day, and these should be small brown sausages sort of shape, quite hard, and you'll just have lots of them together. If you're seeing any signs of diarrhea, loose poos, change of shape, that they've got smaller, or you're not seeing, then there is a key indication that these your chinchilla will need urgent veterinary attention. There could be a digestive issue going on there. So once you've health checked them out, watched them in their accommodation, next you want to get them out. Now, chinchillas can get quite nervy and a bit stressed, so it's important that you might not be able to do all the health checks straight away. So our chinchilla today is demonstrating nicely and just sitting really calmly. This is a really nice way of just handling them gently. But what you want to do is, if they are wriggling, they're getting quite clearly stressed, place them back down and even sit on the floor and just allow them to hop on and off your legs, so that you're not constantly grabbing hold of them and squeezing them, because that's going to become a stressful situation for them. So we're going to do a basic health check. So first of all, we're going to start with checking, so we're going to start with the nose and the teeth and then work our way down. So first of all, we're going to have a little look at our face. And we want to be just making sure we've got lovely whiskers there. The whiskers are really nice, full length. The nose is quite clearly nice and dry. And also there's no sort of staining or any sort of discharge around there as well. The nose is quite clearly nice and fluffy as well. You've got plenty of fur around there, so it looks healthy. Next, we want to have a little look at the teeth. And this you will only be able to do very quickly. Lovely, beautiful teeth there. So chinchillas are different to other species in that their teeth are orange, and they should both, you'll only be able to see the two sets of front teeth, so two at the top, two at the bottom, and they should be perfectly straight and meeting, but the brighter the orange, the healthier they are. If they're going a light colour, then there is an indication that they're perhaps deficient in something, or they are feeling poorly in themselves, so again, this needs a vet check. So next we'll just move on to the eyes. Again, this chinchilla's eyes are really nice and bright and shiny and clear. There's no discharge around the eyes and where perhaps they'd be weeping. And now this would be an indication of potential dental issues. So any weeping around one or both eyes would be an indication of potential dental. So we'll just have a little feel around the jaw area and just having a check to make sure that there's no bumps or lumps. So this is just underneath the eyes, just feeling underneath the jaw. You should just be able to feel the bone. Quite obviously there are no big lumps and feels nice and smooth. Then we'll just move our hands over the top of the head, making sure again we can't feel any lumps there. Again, any signs of potential pressure on the eye socket from dental disease as well. Chinchillas are really prone to it, so it's important that you're looking for signs of drooling, or whether the teeth are obviously sort of misaligned, they're overgrown, or they're perhaps not even fully grown there, or you're obviously seeing discharge from the mouth or the eyes. So next we'll have a little look at the ears. And they're lovely, healthy ears again. You want to ensure that their ears aren't looking too dry, flaky. This could be an indication that they're not happy in their environment. It could be too dry or too humid in the area. Also, obviously, a sign of potential ear mites as well. So what you want to do is just check around them. You can have a look at down their ears to see if there's anything in there. But in most cases, chinchillas are actually really prone and not prone to parasites because of their dense fur. So next we'll just work our way across the chinchilla's body, have a feel over for any lumps or bumps. You'll also be able to give you an indication of feeling that you're feeling a nice weight on the chinchilla. So you should be able to feel from the spine. If you're gently pushing, you'll be able to feel the ribs, but when you're looking at them, they're kind of a small pear shape. Now this chinchilla is a little bit overweight. As you can see, there isn't much of a neck, so there is more of a head and then straight into the body, but you do want to see a little bit more of definition from the head and then a nice little round bottom. So as you can see, this chinchilla is a bit wide, so we she will just slowly be losing a little bit of weight once we get her more active and feeding the right diet. So then we'll work down, having a feel of the tail. It's a really lovely, fluffy, healthy tail. We're not missing any fur there, and there's no injury as well. They can sometimes catch their tails on enrichment, or potentially if you've attempted to handle them and pulled the tail by accident. So just have a feel, make sure that feels okay. As I said, chinchillas aren't prone to parasites, so it's very rare, but it's still worth just back combing the fur to have a look inside the skin. Well done, sweetie. Just to have a little look in there and make sure that you can't see any obvious signs of flaky skin, red circular patches that could be ringworm, hair loss, or sort of sore and itchy, irritable skin. But his skin is absolutely perfect at the moment. As you can see, it's so dense, so it's hard for any parasites to live in there. Lastly, we're just going to very slowly and gently turn over to have a look at their bottom and a look at their teeth. This is where they do wriggle a little bit. Well done. We just need to check if the bottom is clean. Now this one here, little bit of yellow staining. We know this is because this chinchilla has been in a small accommodation for a long time. So generally, if you've got plenty of space and activity, they're in a good weight, then they should be keeping their cells clean. But it's not too bad. It will ease off. Checking the feet, make sure we've got no pressure sores there, no open wounds. Again, they're looking really nice and healthy on there. And so then just gently turn them back over. They don't enjoy being looked at on that area, so just lift them over. Once you've been able to do that nice check, then reward them with some of their favourite treats, and obviously allowing them to have that free range time so that they can make up for all the handling. One thing with chinchillas is they like to be able to run around, have that free range time, and jump on you and use you as their lookout tower. So kind of bring your health check, your regular health check, in as part of that routine. Ideally, you want to be doing your health check every sort of once a week, a full check, or every 2 weeks, but with a visual check of them moving, eating, and what their poo is like every single day. And that is how to health check your chinchilla.